Flying High 6, Unit 4, Extraordinary Behavior. Extraordinary means very unusual. Vocabulary. Personality. Number 1. Work with a partner. What are the opposites of these words? Clever, dumb, and stupid. Both are right. Friendly, unfriendly. Hardworking, lazy. Patient, impatient. Polite, impolite. Quiet. And also for polite we have rude. Quiet, noisy. Serious, fun-loving. Tidy, untidy, or messy. Read this description of Hassan's personality. Do you think you would like Hassan? Why? Why not? Hassan is one of my best friends, but we're very different. He's usually quite reserved. When you go out with him for coffee, he doesn't usually talk to many people, especially if he's never met them before. He's a very sensitive, tactful person. He does his best not to hurt anyone's feelings. In that sense, he's quite mature. He's really gifted too. He writes incredibly beautiful poetry. But because he's so modest, only his good friends know how talented he is. His favorite type of poetry is classical, but he's quite broad-minded. He'll read any type of poetry as long as it's good. I don't want to give the idea that Hassan is perfect though. He's quite a nervous person, and he can be very insecure. And I have to say that he can be a bit stubborn. Whenever we disagree about something, he never wants to admit that he's wrong. Even weeks later, he is still a great friend though. Number 3. Match the words in bold in the text with their opposites. Big-headed. Modest, yes. Easy-going. Nervous. Opposite. Flexible, stubborn. Immature, mature. Narrow-minded, broad-minded. Outgoing, reserved. Self-confident, insecure. Slow, gifted. Tactless, tactful. Number 4. From each pair of adjectives, choose the one that describes you the best. You can qualify the adjective with very, quite, or a little bit. You have, for example, reserved, outgoing. You can say, I'm quite outgoing, for example. Maybe we have here any suitable adjective that suits you or matches with or to your personality. Number 5. Work with a partner. Tell him or her the adjectives you choose. Does your partner agree with you? So we have different personality. You can choose an adjective for you. Maybe we have another one who can choose another adjective. Number 6. Decide which adjective in each pair below has a positive meaning and which has a negative meaning. Use a dictionary if necessary. Number 1. Ambitious. Pushy. Number 2. Self-confident. Arrogant. Number 3. Pussy. Assertive. Number 4. Frank. Brusque. Number 5. Tight-fisted. Frugal. As for number 1, we have 2 adjectives. Ambitious. Pushy. Here for ambitious, yes, we can see it's positive. Pushy, negative. What about number 2? Think with me. Self-confident. Yes, positive. Arrogant. Negative. Number 3. Pussy. Negative. Assertive. Yes, positive. Frank. As for number 4, it's positive. Brusque. Yes, negative. Number 5, tight-fisted. Negative. Frugal. Positive. When you make a record of a new word, write down anything special you need to know about it. Does it have a positive or a negative meaning? Can you add a prefix to make the negative form? Is the word informal, or is it only usually used in its written form? Is there anything special about the pronunciation? Can you group the word with other similar words? All these things can help you to remember the word and use it correctly. As for listening track 15, I'll attach this track in your folder later. As for our listening here, listen to descriptions of 3 people. Write down 2 adjectives from this page to describe each one. Here you can take our answers and then you can go to your track to make sure that you have already known about these adjectives. Number 1, bossy, self-confident. Number 2, tactless, big-headed. Number 3, stubborn and slow. Listen at first and answer your exercise, and then you can come here to your slide. The last on our page here, work the partner, decide what type of personality you need in order to do the following jobs. Give reasons for your answers. We have from 1 to 5. The director, number 1, the director of an international bank. Type, personality. How can you describe the personality of the director here? Yes. The director of an international bank needs to be clever because you need to understand complex numerical operations. You need to be self-confident, serious, and assertive because you are the leader. What about number 2? A professional journalist. A professional journalist needs to be creative, gifted, understand the language well, and be clever with words. To be a professional journalist, you have to observe the world around you and be very ambitious, as it's very difficult to succeed as a journalist. Number 3. To be the president, you need to be very self-confident and determined because you receive a lot of criticism. You need to be hardworking and serious because there are many difficult situations that you have to face. What about number 4? A nurse. A nurse has to be patient, hardworking, and tidy. You also need to be tactful because you sometimes deal with emotionally difficult circumstances. Nurses work in teams, so it helps to be outgoing and friendly. Number 5, a TV presenter. A TV presenter needs to be outgoing and friendly. It usually involves many hours in the studio, so you need to be hardworking and ambitious to succeed in the job. Because you are in the public eye, you need to be self-confident. And for sure, you can add more. You can express your own words. Next, really we have reading on your page 39 about Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. Here we need from you to read your reading comprehension well, properly, and try to collect the ideas of the reading comprehension and then go to your items to choose the best answer from your selections.